All right, Bitcoin holders, welcome back to another brand new video. So, is this bull run officially over? Now, as much as I don't want to believe that this cycle is over, okay, as I told you guys many times, okay, for the past few days and weeks, I truly do believe Bitcoin will continue to go much higher. And I still do believe, okay, honestly, I still do believe Bitcoin has the potential to go much higher. Okay, I don't think 126 is the top. I think Bitcoin will continue to go back up to its previous highs of 126, even reaching a new all-time high. So there is in fact a fair few charts and indicators that I do want to share with you guys. Okay, and I really do believe that yes, these indicators indicate that Bitcoin will continue to go much higher. That the cycle top is not in yet. Okay, so let's talk about it, guys. Because there is in fact a fair few things that I do want to show you guys. Okay, so looking at the Bitcoin price, guys, man, it is not looking too good, I must say. Okay, it is not looking too good. So right now, guys, Bitcoin is currently just below 96K. It's currently at $95,000. Okay, so just below 96K. But yeah, Bitcoin, as we can just clearly see, man, it has been dropping for the past like 2 days, guys. Bitcoin at one point was above 100K. It was like at $103,000, and now it has dropped all the way down, back down to these 90K levels, and it went as low as 93K, just below 94K. So yeah, man, it is not looking too good for Bitcoin, I must say, guys. But understand, okay, back in, when was this? Let's have a look here, because there is something that I do want to show you guys, because we have seen bigger corrections in the past, like this year in 2025, like during this, bull market. So back in April, okay, so a couple months back, April of 2025, okay, so this was a couple months back. Remember, guys, Bitcoin was trading at one point above $100,000. You guys clearly see that went as high as what was this, $109,000. Okay, and then the next few days, right, and weeks, it dropped all the way as low as 74K. Okay, and what happened with Bitcoin right after? It continued to rise back up to its previous highs of 108, even reaching a new all-time high, right? You guys can clearly see that, right? So right now, guys, this is nothing. Okay, this is nothing. Okay, that was a bigger correction back in April. But right now, what we are in fact seeing for Bitcoin, we should not be panicking, even though, guys, there is a lot of fear right now for Bitcoin and crypto. Okay, obviously, right? A lot of people are panicking for no reason. I feel like, just my personal opinion. Okay, but yeah, this is such a great opportunity to simply load up, guys. Okay, to buy more Bitcoin or to buy your favorite altcoins. Okay, and I do believe we will see alt season happening. I truly do believe in that, guys. Okay, and there is actually something that I do want to show you guys, that we could potentially see alt season happening. I mean, it has to happen, right? Like, just imagine, guys. Okay, we go through an entire bull market without seeing altcoin season. That has never happened in crypto history. Like, alt season has to happen. Okay, and looking at the Bitcoin dominance, it is slightly dropping today. Okay, yesterday we saw it above 60%. But of course, guys, okay, we know we need to see the Bitcoin dominance dropping for alt season to happen. Okay, every single time we have seen alt season beginning or starting, okay, that's when the Bitcoin dominance does drop, like in 2017, even in 2021. Okay, you guys clearly see that. So in order for us to see altcoin season starting the cycle, the Bitcoin dominance has to drop. And you guys clearly see it did drop at one point. Okay, it went as low as 57%, right? Nothing too crazy, okay, but we need it to go much lower. Okay, and so far we know the Bitcoin dominance has slowly been rising. Okay, you guys can clearly see that. So we're going to see the Bitcoin dominance dropping in order for us to see altcoin season starting, guys. Okay, that's usually just how it works and usually what happens. Okay, so today, altcoins, yes, altcoins are still bleeding. Okay, Bitcoin is slightly dropping today. Some alts are still dropping. Okay, but Zcash, okay, is up 28% today. Okay, we know Zcash has been absolutely rising for the past few weeks and months, and today it's up almost 30%, right? Some alts today are slightly up, okay, but you guys can clearly see majority, we are in the red still. Okay, for the week, guys, man, it's not looking too good for alts. A lot of alts are down like over 10%, some 20%, 30%, some even 40%, guys. So yeah, alts are taking a big hit. Now, looking at the Bitcoin monthly returns, it is not looking good. Okay, it is not looking good, guys. Okay, we are now down over 12%, 12.53%. Okay, so we are halfway through this month of November. And yeah, historically, November is a very bullish month for Bitcoin, actually. Okay, it really is. On average, return is like over 40%, 41.51%. Okay, as of right now, that's what it's showing. So yeah, November is a pretty bullish month for Bitcoin. Okay, so we could potentially see a green November. Okay, like I said, we still have time. Okay, like I said, we're only halfway through this month of November. Today is the 15th, so we still, have just over a week left into this month. So we'll see, okay, if Bitcoin will have a recovery and if it will end this month off in the greens. Okay, now looking at the Free Greed Index, guys, like I said, okay, there is a lot of fear right now for Bitcoin and crypto. Okay, you guys clearly see that the Free Greed Index is still in extreme fear. Okay, for the past few days and weeks, okay, we know the Free Greed Index hasn't really been changing, but we've been in extreme fear. Okay, you guys clearly see that. Look at today. Today is at number 10. Yesterday was at 16. Last week was at 20. This is pretty much at its lowest point so far. Okay, at 10, guys. Just think about that, right? It's crazy to, think about, because I remember, guys, like just over a year ago, okay, we were begging, okay, a lot of us were praying to see Bitcoin at 100K, and, the Free Greed Index was obviously in greed mode, okay, it wasn't in fear, and Bitcoin has just slipped below 100K, and if we're looking at the Free Greed Index, it's now in extreme fear, sitting at 10. It's just crazy to think about how times have changed, guys, okay, but yeah, like I said at the beginning of this video, there is obviously a lot of fear. Okay, a lot of people are fearful right now, and it's completely normal. Okay, it is completely normal, especially if you guys are, new investors and you guys are panicking. It makes sense. You guys are not used to this, right? Used to, the volatility and whatnot. Okay, we know, guys, okay, Bitcoin and crypto in general is really volatile. Okay, it is, right? So once you get into crypto, and you stay longer into crypto and you get used to the volatility and whatnot, right, this will be nothing to you. Okay, I've been in crypto now for over 5 years and I'm used to this. This is completely normal. This is like nothing to me, right? So that is that, and that's why I'm not panicking. I know a lot of us feel like this right now. Okay, but don't get shaken out, guys. Okay, don't get shaken out. That's what they want you to do. They want you to sell your Bitcoins, okay, for them to buy it cheaper. Okay, so don't get shaken out, guys. Okay, understand we should be in Bitcoin long term. Okay, and of course, there's no financial advice, so always doing research. But I know, guys, a lot of us are taking a big hit right now. A lot of us feel this way. But understand, guys, personally, I'm still holding. I'm not selling, right? Understand that, guys. I am not selling. I'm simply holding my Bitcoins long term. For the past over 5 years, ever since I started DCAing to Bitcoin, buying and holding Bitcoin, I've never sold. Okay, understand that, guys. I've just been simply holding my Bitcoins. I've never sold even $1 worth of it, a dime of it. I've just been simply hodling, right? Now, this is the chart that I do want to show you guys for Altseason, okay? So like I said, guys, okay, I do believe Altseason will eventually happen. And Ash Crypto shared this, okay, today. So it is pretty interesting, and it's showing us here there is still hope for Altseason. Bitcoin dropped 13% in November, but other BTC pairs jumped 8%. Remember, the real blow off top, Altseason only lasts for 50 to 90 days. And if Bitcoin bounces from 94K, this could be the start of the money rotation. Okay, so like I said, okay, many times, I do believe Altseason will happen. Usually, guys, okay, and this is a thing that I do realize, okay, that Altseason does happen usually towards the end of the bull market. Altcoins just go crazy, okay, towards the end of the bull cycle, okay, but it's just crazy to think about how we've been in this bull market for the past few years now, okay, and we haven't seen Altseason happening yet. Like, that is actually crazy. Like, you know how they say this time it feels different? Like, this time truly is different, right? Like this cycle does feel different, guys. Okay, like imagine alt season doesn't happen. Just imagine that. How weird that would be. We go through an entire bull market and we haven't seen alt season happening yet. Okay, yeah, we did in fact see some altcoins going back up, even reaching new all-time highs. Like for example, Ethereum, we did in fact see Ethereum a couple months back reaching a new all-time high of like $4,900. Couldn't quite get to 5K, but it did reach a new all-time high, which is amazing, but it's not what we expected. Okay, we didn't see Ethereum reaching 6K, 8K to even 10K. A lot of people in the crypto space were predicting that Ethereum was going to be reaching 10K. Clearly, that hasn't even happened yet, right? XRP did in fact reach a new all-time high as well, which is great to see. Okay, even Solana reached a new all-time high a couple months back, right? So it's amazing to see some alts reaching new highs, but you guys need to understand majority of these altcoins haven't moved. Okay, haven't even went back up to its previous cycle high. Just think about that, guys, right? So alt season, if you guys really think about it, hasn't really happened yet. Okay, so will it happen? Hopefully. Okay, hopefully, guys, right? Now get into these Bitcoin charts, guys. Okay, like I said, these corrections are completely normal, and you guys need to understand, ever since we have been in this cycle, in this bull market, right? We know Bitcoin has been forming this beautiful uptrend for the past few years, okay? Ever since literally the beginning of 2023 to where we are right now, we have been forming this beautiful uptrend, right? You guys can clearly see that, okay? And during this uptrend, right, this beautiful momentum up to the upside, during this time, okay, we have seen many corrections down to the downside. At one point, it dropped over 30%. Same over here. Okay, a couple months back, it dropped over 30%. Okay, right now it's dropping like just over 25%. So this is normal, guys. Okay, Bitcoin has done this in the past, right? You guys can clearly see that. This is normal. Okay, it really, really is. So will we see a bounce back up to the upside? Okay, I think it will, right? Because in the past, it has done that as well, right? We saw a correction, okay? It was like 30%, much, much worse than what Bitcoin is doing now. And we did in fact see Bitcoin rising back up to the upside. Okay, so understand, guys, this is completely normal. Okay, it really, really is. This is not the first time that we have seen something like this, right? So there is nothing to be panicking about. Okay, maybe this is the end of the bull run. Who exactly knows, right? Maybe 126 is the top. Who knows? But like I said, I do want to show you guys a indicator, right, that indicates where the cycle top will be for Bitcoin, and the top is not in yet. Okay, so I want to show you guys that. Now, looking at this, guys, okay, a lot of people are seeing, some different patterns and whatnot, okay, but yes, okay, if you zoom out the weekly and Bitcoin next move is obvious. So I'm with this person. I do believe we're going to see Bitcoin bouncing back up, and I do believe we're going to see Bitcoin having a final leg up to the upside. Like I said many times, I don't think 126 is the top. I think Bitcoin has so much potential to go much, much higher, right? Much, much higher. So Bitcoin holders, let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think? Okay, do you guys think the bull run is over? Okay, do you guys think Bitcoin will continue to go much, much higher? We'll have to see. Okay, now think about it now, guys. Okay, you know how I told you guys that personally, I don't think the Bitcoin 4-year cycle will be breaking or extending. Maybe it does. Okay, maybe it does. Okay, or maybe, okay, in the next upcoming few weeks, okay, and next month in December, we do see Bitcoin going back up to the upside and even reaching back up to its previous highs and reaching a new all-time high, and then it drops. Maybe 130, 135, 140 is going to be the top. Okay, maybe we don't see Bitcoin reaching like 170, 180 to even like 200K, right? I don't think, think about it now. I don't think Bitcoin, has the potential to reach like 200K. Okay. I told you guys, many months ago that I do believe Bitcoin has the potential to reach like 150 to even 200K. But at this point, I'm sticking with like 150. I think this is like more realistic, okay? Because like I said, guys, I don't think the cycle will be extending, especially for Bitcoin. Maybe for altcoins, but for Bitcoin, I don't think it will be extending, okay? So I do believe, yes, Bitcoin will continue to go much, much higher, right? Now, looking at this chart, guys, okay, from Titan of Crypto, okay, Bitcoin last stand for the bulls. If Bitcoin loses this structure, things could get ugly fast. Okay, so Bitcoin needs to hold this level. Okay, we are in fact seeing a clear pattern here. High, high, low, high, low, high, low. Will it create another high? I think it will. Okay, I think it will. I think we will see another high happening for Bitcoin because, like I said, I don't think 126K is the top. Okay, I truly don't believe that is the cycle top. And hey, like I said many times, I could be wrong. Maybe 126 is the top. Maybe the bull run is over. Maybe. Okay. But also looking at this, guys, right, and this is actually interesting, right? So looks like another double top for Bitcoin. Okay, you can't deny it at this point, right? So the last bull cycle, guys, we saw a double top. Okay, you have to clearly see that. We saw a double top, okay, and then Bitcoin dropped. Right now, we are in fact seeing pretty much a double top, okay? So is this the top? 126 is the top? I don't know. Maybe we see a triple top this time. Okay, history doesn't exactly repeat itself, but it does rhyme. Okay, understand it, guys. Like, for example, okay, back in 2017, right? If we're looking over here now, we only saw one top, okay, in 2017 during that bull run. Okay, Bitcoin skyrocketed, okay, and it reached one top. We didn't see a double top, okay, and then it dropped. Okay, in 2021, we saw a double top, and then it dropped. Right now, okay, we are in fact seeing the same thing on double top. Maybe we do see a triple top this time, like I said, okay? So things can change, guys, right? So I'm still sticking with Bitcoin going much higher. I don't think the bull run is over. Honestly, I don't, guys, okay? And yeah, this person says Bitcoin is undervalued, which it is. The big move is still to come. I agree, okay? I 100% do agree. Now, I want to show you guys this. In 2030, okay, and this will happen, by the way, for Bitcoin eventually, right? In 2030, Bitcoin will crash from $350,000 to $270,000, and everyone will be panicking. Zoom out. Yes, this is going to be happening, okay? Eventually, guys, you know, when Bitcoin does reach, you know, 200K to 300K, 400K, 500K, we're going to see corrections of, like, you know, Bitcoin, for example, going to like 300K, and then it drops all the way down to like $240,000. That's going to be happening for Bitcoin, right, in the future, of course, right? So imagine when Bitcoin reaches $1 million. Like, imagine Bitcoin goes to $1 million, okay? Let's just say it gets to like 1.1, and then it just drops back down to like 700K or like 800K levels. It's going to be insane, guys, right? It's going to be insane. But I do believe over time, Bitcoin's going to be less volatile, okay? We know Bitcoin, it's super early, right? Bitcoin has been around now for what, over 15 years? So, you know, Bitcoin has not been around for long, if you guys really think about it. Okay, and I do believe that's why, in a way, it is still volatile. You know, we are still early into Bitcoin. Okay, we really are, guys, right? But yeah, looking at this, guys, and this is pretty interesting as well. So a lot of stupid influencers spreading FUD market strategy sold $1 billion of Bitcoin. Not true. They moved it to another wallet. Okay, so apparently other, you know, crypto influencers were saying that apparently strategy did sell $1 billion worth of their Bitcoins. But apparently that's not true, right? Because they just moved it to a different wallet, right? Another wallet. Okay, and yeah, I think that's facts because we know how bullish Saylor is for Bitcoin. We know he's always hodling Bitcoin. Speaking about the man himself, Saylor, he posted this yesterday. Okay, and he says hodl. So we know, okay, he is not selling Bitcoin. So yeah, this is not facts, right? Strategy did not sell $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. Okay, they're still holding, guys. Okay, they're just simply moving it to another wallet, right? And I even said he'll always hodl Bitcoin. Okay, and it's true, right? So Saylor, okay, we know, guys, he's very bullish on Bitcoin. Okay, we know this guy is not selling any Bitcoin. He's simply just holding it long term, which is the way to do it. Okay, it's truly the way to do it. Now, this is the last thing that I do want to show you guys. Okay, and that is the price cycle top indicator. Okay, now I've talked about this indicator in the past many times. Okay, I've made 2 separate videos, I believe a couple of weeks ago, and then I also made another one like just over a month ago. So if you guys haven't seen those videos, you should definitely check it out because I talk more about the price cycle top indicator, right? But this is a great indicator, and I feel like this is truly like a cheat code. Okay, so how this indicator works, guys. Okay, so this price cycle top indicator pretty much just tells us usually when the cycle top is for Bitcoin. And like I said, this is literally like a cheat code. So you have to clearly see there is two key moving averages. Okay, so this orange, sorry, is this yellow or orange? I have no idea. Let's just say it's yellow. It looks yellow to me. Okay, so this yellow line is the 111-day moving average. Okay, and this green line is the 350-day moving average. Okay, and usually when these two lines cross, every single time we see these two key moving averages cross, okay, the 111-day moving average and the 350-day moving average, every single time we do see these lines crossing, usually that means the top is in for Bitcoin. You guys can clearly see in 2013 what happened. Okay, these two key moving averages crossed in 2013, and it was spot on, right? That was pretty much the top for Bitcoin in 2013, and then it dropped, right? What happened in 2017? Okay, you guys can clearly see it crossed, okay, and it was pretty spot on, right? That was pretty much the top, okay, and then it dropped, and then it happened again. Okay, these two key moving averages crossed once again, okay, and this time was really spot on in 2021. Okay, you guys can clearly see it crossed right over here, and that was pretty much the top. Yeah, we saw Bitcoin having a correction, and then it bounced back up, okay? But that just shows you guys how accurate this indicator is. And you have to clearly see right now, I wish I could zoom in, but you have to clearly see that right now, it has not crossed yet. It's actually super far apart, okay? So this is telling me, guys, that the top is not in yet for Bitcoin, okay? Like I said, I could be wrong, right? But this indicator has not been wrong ever. Okay, this is literally like a cheat code. Okay, a sign of when the top will be for Bitcoin. So you have to clearly see the 111-day moving average, okay, and the 350-day moving average. Okay, these two key moving averages have not crossed yet. So it's telling me that the top is not in yet for Bitcoin. Okay, understand that, guys. Okay, you guys can clearly see that right there. It's actually so far apart. So maybe, right, we do see the Bitcoin 4-year cycle breaking. Maybe, okay? I told you guys in the past, personally, I don't think the Bitcoin 4-year cycle will be breaking. Yes, eventually I do believe it will break, but not anytime soon. Okay, maybe this time it does break. Who knows, guys? I could be wrong. Okay, I could be wrong. But this is telling me, in general, that the top is not in yet. Okay, and we could potentially see Bitcoin, in my personal opinion. I think we will see the top happening next month in December. Right, in December. Okay, usually Bitcoin does top out usually in November or December. Like in 2021, we saw the top happening in November, and then after that, Bitcoin dropped. Same with 2017. I believe it was in November. Okay, I believe, or December. I can't really remember. And then it dropped, right? So usually the top does happen in November or December. So maybe this year for 2025, okay, this bull market, the Bitcoin top will happen next month in December. Like I said, guys, we still have some time, okay, to see where Bitcoin will be heading. So looking at this, okay, the price cycle top indicator for Bitcoin, it has not crossed yet. So it's telling me, okay, and it's showing me that the top is not in yet for Bitcoin, and Bitcoin will continue to go much, much higher. Let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think about this? Okay, let me know in the comments down below. Okay, pretty interesting. So that being said, guys, I appreciate all you guys for watching today's video. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I will keep you guys up to date on Bitcoin. But as of right now, guys, I don't think you guys should sell your Bitcoins, okay? Just my personal opinion, okay? If you guys want to, go ahead. But understand, guys, I'm not trading Bitcoin. I'm not swing trading. I'm an investor. I'm simply just buying and hodling Bitcoin, okay? That's all I'm doing, right? So that being said, I appreciate all you guys. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this bull run is over? Do you guys think it will continue to the upside? Let me know. I'd love to know. But guys, I appreciate all you guys. And yeah, I will catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.